Hey, I just want to do a little introduction video for my new channel. My name is Bonnie. I am autistic with ADHD, and I decided to make this channel to provide a place for people like me, to feel seen, to feel validated, and also provide a place for other people that don't relate to gain some insight, understand what it's like for people like us, people who are neurodivergent, and also Christian, it's kind of a weird place to be in because you see a lot of YouTube channels out there for people that are neurodivergent but not also Christian. So it's a completely different life experience. So I was diagnosed at 11 years old after my mom noticed I was weird, I guess. So she made me go to this counselor, and I didn't even know why I was going. I'm like, okay, this is weird. I did not like her. I didn't want to be there. I mean, I was happy that I got out of math class, but I didn't want to spend time with this woman. Um and she actually diagnosed me with Asperger's. Like, if you tell an 11-year-old they have Asperger's, they're not gonna believe you. By the way, Asperger's is just a word for a mild form of autism, basically. Um, and when they told me that, I was like, I am not the R word. I don't want to say it because I'll get censored probably, but I'm not, you know. Um, but yeah, I was definitely, and I still am autistic. It's just so obvious. And I spent the next, I don't know, 20 years of my life or something believing I was normal. Like, I did not accept it. And it wasn't until I got married and spent a few years with my husband that he noticed I was different. So I had told him the story about how they tried to diagnose me with autism, and I was like, no, I'm not. And then over the years, he's like, yeah, you're Asperger girl. And I'm like, don't say that, joking around. But he was right. So I started to kind of look into it. I was like, maybe there was something to it because I'm kind of different, and I just thought I was quirky. Mm, when there's tons of people out there that have the same exact personality as you and it's called autism, it's autism. I just started researching the heck out of autism. I would listen to autistic videos like all day at work, and I mean the entire time, just video after video after video after video, and turns out that's a very autistic thing. We have to know everything there is to know about whatever we're interested in. Like, we have to know everything. Um, it's like our brains are like this empty sponge that is so thirsty. It just has to have all the knowledge. And um, so I went down this whole autism rabbit hole. I realized, oh my gosh, I really am autistic. These things don't come naturally to me. I hate eye contact. I really am bothered by so many things like sensory issues, and but there's just so much. There's so much, and I made a list. like I think it was 50 things. And this is just at the beginning of my journey learning. I'm sure there's way more now I could list, but I made a list of 50 things. And I shared it on Facebook because I wanted people to understand I am not making this up. This is real. I do actually struggle with all of these things, and people just don't know because they're not here to see it. They don't live with me. Kyle lived with me, well, lives with me, and he could see it. And he still sees it, and that's a whole other video I could make, how autism affects my marriage because he's not autistic. So when I was in college, I was actually diagnosed with ADHD, and I got the disability services where I could have extra testing time in a private room. But turns out it didn't matter because I just didn't understand anything. I didn't um learn what I was supposed to learn to take the test. So it didn't matter how much time I had if I didn't know the material. Um, And a lot of autistic people actually think most people on the spectrum have to quit college. They can't finish. It's just, it gets too hard. Um, and that's what happened. It's very unfortunate because I got into NC State after working really hard at a community college, so I could transfer there after being out of school for 5 years. And then, I got to like, I think my senior year it was, and I quit because I had nothing left. And I wish I would have known back then about autism because I was going through autistic burnout and focusing only on my special interest at the time, which was making music and music videos, which you can see on my other channel, Maid Servant of God, and my music playlist. But anyway, all I wanted to do was make videos. All I wanted to do was have my YouTube channel serving God and making music. And I would skip class to do that. Um, I just didn't have it in me to do anymore. And the social part of college was also really hard. I never made friends at NC State. I didn't want to go to class because I didn't want to have to like work with other people. Um, I had a really hard time with that. So, anyway, it's gotten so much worse as I've gotten older because you don't get breaks from life. I need like years to just sit here and stare at the wall and process what the heck just happened to me the past like 36 years of my life. And by the way, another autistic thing is I am 36, almost 37 years old, and I do not seem that way at all. Like I look at my video and I'm like, I look like a child. Like why do I act like that? Why do I look like that? I'm so like childlike, which I guess is a good thing according to the Lord, but like I made a video back in like 2016. I think I was like 27 years old at the time, and somebody commented on my video and they're like, "Husband?" question mark. I thought you were 12. Like I'm 27, but yeah, it's kind of embarrassing because I noticed like people I grew up with, they are so much more mature now. Like they act like such adults. I'm like, I am not like that. Like I feel like a kid that's trying to like pass as an adult. Like I feel like I'm like that kid in the movie Big that is a child in an adult's body and he's trying to like fake it as an adult. Like that's how I feel like I'm faking my way through life and I cannot handle it. I cannot handle adult life. It's hard. Like doing things that are so freaking boring all the time and like how do you cope? So I always have some type of like interesting video playing in the background just so I don't start crying because it's like that's how it feels to be bored with autism and ADHD, also known as AuDHD, which is why I named my channel AuDHD Christian. So this is probably a good enough intro video. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos because I'm starting to think of other topics as I'm talking to you right now. If you wouldn't mind, please like this video. Um, and if you're interested in following along on my channel, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell and select all so you are notified when I post a new video. So, anyway, I look forward to meeting you guys and having our little community here because I know that there's very few of us in both the, ADHD group and the Christian group. So, anyways, I hope you have a great day and I'll talk to you in the comments. Okay, bye.